Good afternoon, and welcome to the regular meeting of the Board of Estimate and Apportionment with a closed executive session meeting Wednesday, May 21st, 2025, 2 p.m. Madam Clerk, please call the roll.
Mayor Spencer.
Present.
Comptroller Barringer.
Present.
President Green.
Present.
All are present.
Thank you, Madam Clerk. Before we get started here, I'd like to just ask everybody to take a moment of silence, just in recognition of the lives lost and the massive amount of destruction and just the trauma that our city is currently under. A moment of grace as we move through these days, weeks, months ahead, and just a moment of gratitude for everyone who is working for the city, members of the community, all of us, everyone who is working to restore our community. Thank you. We have 10 orders, items of regular business, one deferred, one additional one from last week, and then a closed session item at the end here. So to get started, we can start with the item deferred at the regular meeting on April 23rd, 2025, which was item number 4 at that time, a request from the Treasurer's Office for the approval of Board Bill number to be determined. This ordinance authorizes the acceptance of $20,000 initially and an expected sum of up to $300,000 additionally to be allocated in the next fiscal year from the cities for a financial empowerment fund to create and implement a financial empowerment center. It's my understanding we're going to take this up as a matter of business here. Do I have a motion on this item?
So moved.
What the motion would be to
adopt item number 4. Second.
Okay.
Sorry.
I just want to be clear. I haven't had a chance to review this. I did have some questions regarding it. I'm okay moving this forward, recognizing that I've already deferred this once, and there's consensus of the board to move it forward. So I just wanted to recognize that out of respect for my colleagues here, we'll just go ahead and move it forward. But in clear transparency, haven't had the opportunity to really fully vet that one. But with that, Madam Clerk, would you please call the roll on that motion?
Mayor Spencer.
Present.
Comptroller Barringer.
Aye.
President Green.
Aye.
Thank you. With that, item number 4 passes. Do we want to take, I do want to take the other items here presented for the first time individually, particularly because item number 9, I'd like to make a motion that we defer that. Recognizing, I think I've been advised that item number 9, the request from the Department of Health Commissioner, we're making some movements here to, this is not a matter of urgency, that we can defer this request at the time being while we're looking to maybe adopt other means of addressing this need. I'm also willing to, if the need becomes urgent, call an emergency meeting of the Board of E&A to address any needs as they become immediate or urgent related to, for clarity here, item number 9 is the request from the Department of Health Commissioner for the approval of changes to their Table of Organization Fund 110 related to the animal shelter. There are a total of, I think, 15 positions here that would be authorized with this item number. It's my understanding that there's some contract work being done that might make this unnecessary. However, if it does become necessary in the immediate future, I'm happy to consider it. Okay. Is that the understanding of other members of the Board of E&A?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
So with that set in mind, can we take the? I'd like to take the other items presented for the first time in order, in individual order, unless there's other discussion on that. Okay, with that, item number 1, a request from the Comptroller's Office for the approval of contracts and leases for various city departments as listed in Exhibit A. I'll take a motion on item number 1.
Move that we approve item number 1.
Second.
Madam Clerk, would you please, is there any discussion? Is there, Madam Clerk, would you please call the roll?
Mayor
Is there-
Spencer,
Excuse me, was there,
Well, I was gonna suggest, unless there's some specific ones, you could read through the entire agenda and
Put-
then vote to approve or those items that you have all agreed to, rather than the vote on every single item.
we could do that, Paul, as I was mentioning, I guess what we could do is just pull number 9 out separately then, and if all members are okay, we can read through them, take questions on all but item number 9, and then move to approve that way.
So
Thank you.
do you want me to make a motion
Why don't we,
to remove
Read
item
through the
9?
entire agenda, yeah. Read through the entire agenda, and then if anybody has an issue, you make a motion to approve the entire agenda. If somebody has an issue, they say, well, I'd like to call out number 9, and then you accept the motion to approve the entire agenda, removing number 9. You vote on it, and then you come back to number 9. Yeah,
it'll be slightly faster that way.
Yes.
up to you.
But not much, okay.
Probably
Thank you.
true.
But, okay, with that in mind, would you rescind your motion?
I will rescind my motion.
Okay, and your second?
Second.
Okay, okay. With that in mind, we'll go through the items on the agenda through number 10, removing number 9, and take a motion on that. So again, item number 1 is a request from the Comptroller's Office for approval of contracts and leases for various city departments as listed on Exhibit A. Item number 2, request from the Comptroller's Office for approval of intra-departmental and interdepartmental transfers from various city departments as listed on Exhibit B. Item number 3 is a request from the Comptroller's Office for approval of transfers between projects for capital improvement funds as listed in Exhibit C. Item number 4 is a request from the Director of Health for approval of Board Bill to be determined. This ordinance appropriates to the Department of Health $352,744.31 in funds received by the City of St. Louis pursuant to the National Opioid Settlement Agreements. Item number 5 is a request from the Director of Health for approval of Board Bill to be determined. This ordinance appropriates up to $239,890 of the local public health agency accreditation assistance grant award to the Department of Health. Item number 6, request from St. Louis Lambert International Airport Assistant City Councilor for the approval of Board Bill to be determined. This ordinance authorizes the acceptance of generally grant agreements offered by the state of Missouri for the furtherance of airport operations and programs. Item number 7, request from the Office of Comptroller, Deputy Comptroller for the approval of the following change to their table of organization in Fund 1000. Item number 1, delete 1 second Assistant Comptroller position, and item number 2, add 1 Deputy Controller for the Finance and Development position. Item number 8, request from the Office of the Mayor for the approval of the following change to their table of organization in Fund 1000. Delete 1 Public Information Officer position, add 1 Public Information Officer position from Department 650 to 120. Skipping item number 9 and going on to item number 10, request from the Mayor's Office, Director of Operations for approval of fiscal year 2024-2025 funding for the St. Louis Sister Cities programs. St. Louis Center for International Relations, doing business at World Trade Center, St. Louis, in the amount of $75,000.
Can make a motion to approve all items presented for the first time with the exception of item number 9.
Second.
Any discussion on the motion? Madam Clerk, please call the roll.
Mayor Spencer,
Aye.
Comptroller Barringer,
Aye.
President Green,
Aye.
all are in favor.
With that, items 1 through 8 and 10 have passed. Again, a little discussion on item number 9. I'd like to request that we defer that until our next meeting.
Make a motion that we defer item number 9 until our next meeting.
Second.
Thank you.
Previous roll.
Okay, and with that,
Being efficient here.
hearing that, I'd like to go into closed session meeting. The notice is hereby given that the Board of Estimate and Apportionment is having duly voted to, I'd like to take a motion that we go into closed session under the procedures outlined in Missouri Revised Statute, Chapters 610-21.
Make a motion?
I'd like to make I'll make the motion that we go into closed session under the revised statute.
Second.
Hearing no objection, or Madam Clerk, would you take the roll
Yes.
on the closed session, please?
Mayor Spencer,
Aye,
Comptroller Barringer.
Aye.
President Green.
Aye.
All are in favor?
thank you. Okay, we'll be in closed session. Okay, and that concludes our closed session. We have no other additional items on the agenda to discuss today. Seeing that, I'll accept a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Second.
Madam Clerk, please call the roll.
Mayor Spencer,
Aye.
Comptroller Barringer.
Aye.
President Green.
Aye.
All are in favor?
All right, thank you.